This piece of oak was just sat in a pile at a reclaimer's yard. But in today's video, I'm hoping to give this a second life by turning it into a light fitting. I brought this piece of oak for £20 from the reclaimer's yard well over a year ago in the hopes of turning it into a kitchen light fitting with downlights. And to do that process, I'm going to need to hollow this out. One, to save weight, and two, to make room for the downlights to go into. And I started that process well over a year ago, and this is how far I got until I thought, that'll do, I'll save that for another day. Well, today is that other day. This is Have You Done It Yet? The YouTube channel that focuses on the jobs that you and I haven't done yet. And this is clearly one of them. And before I get back to work, trying to get all this out, let me show you exactly what light we're going to replace. Right, so this is the light we're going to be replacing. So once this one is removed, we're going to get that piece of oak lengthways across the ceiling. And I'm thinking 3, maybe 4 downlights. It's going to depend on the length and the size of the downlights, but we'll deal with that later on in the project. But the only thing left to do now is to just start working. So I know why I'd left this so long now. You know when you started something and you just wish it never did. This is one of these jobs. Cutting all this out of the inside has been a graft, but let me show you where I'm up to now. All the middle has been cut and it's just now these corners I need to finish chiseling out, and then we can move on to the next stage. So I'm going to wrap this up and get back to you when it's done. I'm going to say I'm about 90% done on chiseling out the inside of this beam. Please get in the comments if you could think of an easier way of doing that, because that was time consuming and it's hard, and I've still got some hard chiseling to do. In the process of doing it, I did think I could have just cut 3 slits or 3 slips of this oak beam and made a box. That probably would have been easier, but I'm not sure if my woodworking skills are quite up to box making level yet. So I did it, what I believe, the hard way. So like I say, get in those comments and please tell me if there would have been an easier way to do it. A little too late now because I would have already done it. When I first started doing this, I did think I was going to need 4 spotlights in this, but I've took 3 of them out of the box just to eye it up a little bit. I don't want them right up to the edge, which is going to benefit me in chiseling out because I can't get those corners out. I think 3 for the size of this beam is actually plenty. So I am going to tidy it up. I think I've got one other side to do. I'll show you what it's like on the inside. But once I've done that, I need to mark up where these are going to go and then drill some holes. I also realised what I should have done first is just square up these edges. So I think once I have finished chiseling out the inside, I'm going to try squaring up these edges, and then it's going to be onto a hell of a lot of sanding. But I'm looking forward to that bit because that is where the oak will then go from looking like this tatty piece that you would expect to see in a reclaimer's yard into a nice, smooth furniture piece of oak that you expect to see in shops. Let's show you what the inside is like. Move these out of the way, hopefully without damaging them. I should put them back in the box, really. I will put them back in the box to keep them safe for the meantime. So this corner here is pretty much done. I think that's close enough to the edge to not interfere with anywhere the hole will go for the downlight. So I've just got to take a little bit more out of that one, I think. And I've just, for this side, I just went back over it with a circular saw as best as I can. Getting close to this edge, you'll see that I did go a little bit too far there. But it shouldn't be a problem. So I'll do the rest, I'll do the same on this side, and then onto marking up, drilling out the holes, and installing the lights. So now I finally have this all sanded, smooth and shaped. The next thing for me to do is to mark up where I'm drilling the holes. I found the center line, and now I'm just going to finalize where I'm going to drill the holes for the downlights. But if I mess this up, it's going to be scrap and all this hard work's gone to waste. So I am going to make sure, I'm going to measure twice and make sure that I've got it in the right place, because after all this work, I do not want to mess it up now. I believe I found the location where I want to put them. They are evenly spread out, 10 centimetres away from the edge, both sides, and I think there's 26 centimetres in between these two. I've marked out the 3 locations I need to drill, and I checked the box of the light fittings. It says you need a 70mm hole, so I went on to Screwfix and brought this 70mm hole saw cutter and chuck to go with it. So I'm just gonna have to hope for the best and just send it. Which one do I start with? Let's go middle. This is a little bit, maybe just a little bit scary. Should I clamp? Let's clamp this down. Chisel that bit out from the inside now. Straight out. Chisel that bit of excess off in there. Job is a good one. I'll test fit this first before I start drilling the other 2 holes. These are going to go like that. Oh, lovely. Like a glove. That there is perfect. 2 more then. 3 holes in the right place. I feel like we're finally getting somewhere now. I'm going to quickly tidy this up, then show you how I plan to mount this to the ceiling actually. I've got this bracket there, and then this bracket will be mounted on the ceiling, and they should slide in like that. Now, that doesn't fill me with too much confidence, so as a backup plan, I think I'm going to attach 2 chains, one here, one about here somewhere, and also chain it to the ceilings. See, that's pretty flush that side and flush that side. Screw these into position. This one is questionable, but I'm thinking longer screws, try and screw it into there, because this is a little bit more of a afterthought trying to fit this in. So let's hope for the best. Brackets on. Now what we got to do is put brackets on the ceiling of the kitchen. Test fit it up, then stain it. Now I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go. I need these brackets in the right spot for this to have the best chance of staying on the ceiling. So I am going to sticking tape to where the brackets need to be, pencil each hole, and this should give me a template that I can stick on the ceiling. Hopefully that will then tell me where I need to drill my holes, and everything should be perfect, precise. Let's give it a go. To begin with then, I have turned the power off so I could remove the old light fitting, and I have marked up a centre line on the ceiling, and all I'm going to do is use the masking tape that I used to mark out the holes for the bracket. I'm going to stick that up on the centre line, mark out where those holes need to be, drill the holes, raw plugs in, screw the brackets on, and hopefully we'll be ready to test fit the light fitting. So we'll crack on with that. Right, moment of truth, test fitting time. comes down quite easy, so that is why I'm going to put some anchor points in here and up there, attach a chain to it on the inside, so if for whatever reason this does just fall off, it's going to get supported by a chain and not just the wires on the lighting circuit, because that would be very dangerous and not good. Anchor the chain in, obviously I brought the chain and I've got some screw eyes, is what they're called on here. Screw in loops basically. I'm going to put two of these inside the beam and then two of these screw hooks on the ceiling, and I'll probably bend them closed once I've got it to the right height that I want. But to put these in, I'll bring you a little bit closer in a minute. I'm just going to go close to one side, I think, because I need to leave plenty of room for cables and stuff to run on the inside. So I'm just going to drill little pilot holes and then screw these in by hand. Like I say, this is just like a safety support. If it ever comes off these hooks, it shouldn't go any further down than this. And then I'll leave it like this while I'm hooking up all the wiring and everything. Let's see. If it still hooks on. Perfect. That's the job I wanted it to do. We're going to cut off the excess bit of chain, bend these anchors, hooks up so it can't come off, and then stain and fit the light fittings. Off camera then, I have stained the oak with a medium oak stain. I have fitted the spotlights and done all the wiring. I chose not to show any of the electrical wiring that I did just because I'm not an electrician. I don't want you taking any guidance from my electrics, but I did watch a YouTube video. If you do want to have a go at it yourself, I'll leave a link to that video that I watched in the description, so go and check that out. If not, get an expert round, get an electrician to help you with that bit, because electrics is dangerous. You don't want to be messing around with that sort of stuff. That being said though, let me show you the finished result. So maybe this video has encouraged you to go out and build something custom for your home with some reclaimed wood. But for now, thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next job.